Hello, Winnie, Sterling, James, Roman, and Cleo. No, this is not a story about Dogman. I had to take my dog van back to the library. But birthday, somebody special has a birthday this weekend. He is not 1 year old, he's 6 years old. I don't think I have 6. He's not a little boy anymore. So I'm going to read about 2 kids who are called the Boxcar Children. So I'm going to pick up the book. Well, I might put down the book so we could see it better. There's a boy who's a he. I am reading the story, and I hope that you will like the story. And yes, there is a mystery in here. There is a mom in the story. She looks pretty friendly. And there was a picnic in the story too. So I hope you are going to read it. And again, happy birthday. Okay. Oh, some other words we might see are were, and there's a dad in the story. He's in the story. There's one day, me, that would be who's reading the story, after, before, oh, I think I see a dog in this picture. So there is a dog in this story. Well, he's kind of a big dog, actually. Not. And you will read this out. You're outside, and of course, as always, I love you. So, what is this story about? Let's see. What is this book? It is a story about the Boxcar Children. You guys ever heard of the Boxcar Children? Well, there's a whole bunch of books out in the library about the Boxcar Children. And the one we're reading today is The Mystery Ranch. It is Aunt Jane's ranch has a big secret. So let's turn this so we can both read it at the same time. All right, here we have Mystery Ranch, based on a book by Gertrude Chandler Warner. On the first day of summer, Benny Alden woke up early, and so did his best friend. His best friend's name is Watch. Oh, the dog's name is Watch. They had a cute name. Come on, boy, Benny said. Henry, Jessie, and Violet were up too. Everyone was excited to go on a new adventure. In the kitchen, Grandfather did not look excited. What's wrong? Violet asked. Grandfather sighed. It's my sister Jane. Her neighbor Sam wrote to me. Your great aunt is not doing well. Henry, Jessie, Violet, and Benny had never met Aunt Jane. After their parents died, the children had run away, and for a little while they lived in a boxcar. So that's why they're called the Boxcar Children. Then Grandfather found them. So now they live with Grandfather in a real home. Look at how big that home is. But they were still learning about the other people in their family. Is Aunt Jane sick? Asked Violet. I'm afraid she's lonely, Grandfather said. She lives on a big ranch all by herself. Jessie had an idea. We could go and visit her. Watch can come too, said Benny. He makes everybody happier. He knew his grandchildren were very good at cheering up people. So Grandpa smiled. The next morning, the children got on a train. Guys ever been on a train? It was a long trip. Benny thought they would never get to Aunt Jane's ranch. A friendly passenger helped them. He showed Benny where they were on a map. Now entering Wyoming, Benny called. Well, I've never been in Wyoming. Well, here they are at the train station. At last, the train pulled into their stop, Centerville. Only one other person got off, and it was a man with a map. How strange, said Jessie. We were going to the same place the whole time. I'm going to call him Mystery Man, said Benny. The children met Sam at the station. He brought them to Aunt Jane's ranch. Henry saw strange stones by the road. This ranch is the only place I have ever seen those kind of rocks. Henry wondered what other surprises might be hidden in this ranch. At the house, Aunt Jane was not in a good mood, just as Grandfather had feared. The children tried to cheer her up. Jessie told her about the mystery man on the train. Aunt Jane only frowned. Oh, he will be gone soon. No one stays in Centerville anymore. Benny had an idea. When I'm sad, I give Watch a big hug. With that, Watch jumped right up on Aunt Jane's bed. For a moment, Jessie thought Aunt Jane might be mad, but then she smiled. Benny smiled too. He did not mind sharing his best friend. Let's go to work, Jessie said. Jessie liked having things in order, and she thought it would help cheer Aunt Jane up. So the children cleaned. Then they went to buy groceries for supper. I hope we see the mystery man in town, said Benny. But the real mystery was back at the ranch. I wonder what this mystery is. Aunt Jane was out of bed, but her smile was gone. Thank goodness you're back, she said. Some people were here. They wanted me to sell my ranch. Oh no, said Violet. Why would they want that? I don't know, said Aunt Jane, but the ranch is not doing well. If things do not get better, I may have to sell. Don't worry, Aunt Jane, Henry said. We'll help you with the ranch. The next day, the children helped with chores. Jessie got the eggs from the chicken, and Henry milked the cow. Violet and Benny took care of the horse. I'm going to call him Snowball, Benny said. Everybody laughed, even Aunt Jane. Her brother was right. The children knew just how to cheer people up. He does not look like a snowball to me. Oh, here they are on their picnic. After doing chores, the Aldens explored. The ranch went on and on, right up to the mountains. Violet found wildflowers, and Henry spotted more of strange rocks. But it was Benny who found the strangest thing. Those are all the children. I thought on the cover that was a parent, but nope, those are all the kids. Okay, so what did he find? Well, he found a little hut. See that hut? Hey, can we stay the night? Asked Benny. Like we did in the boxcar, Henry and Jessie were not so sure they wanted that. It was far away from Aunt Jane's house. Who had built this strange little hut? And what if they came back? Well, we had better get back, said Jessie. Aunt Jane might be missing us. At supper, Henry asked about the strange stones. Aunt Jane smiled. Oh, those are very rare, she said. My father wanted to mine and sell them, but we never found enough of them. Henry wanted to ask more questions, but he didn't want to upset his aunt. The next morning, the children showed Sam the little hut, and Sam frowned. Someone has been camping here. Why would someone stay on Aunt Jane's land? Asked Violet. Do you think it was the people who tried to buy the ranch? Asked Henry. Sam didn't have any answers. But he knew where to go next. Oh, he went to see the sheriff. Sheriff, someone has been staying on Aunt Jane Alden's ranch, said Sam. Henry told the policeman about all the strange things they had seen, but the man did not look worried. I think there is someone you should meet, he said. Who could this be? All right, that looks like maybe the man from the train, but let's read. It's the mystery man, said Benny. What are you doing here? The man explained. My name is Mr. Carter. Your grandfather sent me. I came to look at the rocks on your aunt's ranch. You see, I sell rocks. Well, that's why we got on and off of the train at the same place, said Jessie. Aunt Jane had said there were not many of those strange rocks, said Henry. Mr. Carter smiled. He had something to show them. Ooh, what's he going to show them? These hills are full of those rocks, but some people found them before I did. They wanted them for themselves, and they tried to buy Aunt Jane's ranch. Oh, is that who was staying in that little hut, said Henry. That's right, said Mr. Carter, but the sheriff and I sent them away. Does that mean Jane won't have to sell her ranch? Asked Sam. Mr. Carter nodded. Oh, it meant much more than that. Over the next few weeks, many people came to Centerville, and they helped mine and sell the rocks. Look at, they're doing a lot of digging there, aren't they? Aunt Jane had all the company she could ever want. There was just one thing missing, though. What was missing? Let's turn the page and find out. She was missing a best friend, and look what they got her, a puppy. She looks so happy. Well, I think this was a great trip for the Boxcar kids. And a good adventure for them. Okay, Boxcar Children. Well, we have a little bit of time, so let's look at this other book I have. This one is by Mo Willems, and we like Mo Willems. He writes funny books. It's called I Want to Sleep Under the Stars. And look at who's in this book. Zip Squirrel, Zap Squirrel, Bim Squirrel, Boom Squirrel, Wowie Squirrel, Zowie Squirrel, Blink Squirrel, Flink Squirrel, Zoom Squirrel, Zing Squirrel, Flappy Squirrel, that's not a squirrel, Norman, Quiz Squirrel, Nutshell, Squirrel to the Stars, Wink Squirrel, and Kink Squirrel. Lots of squirrels in this book, and a duck. I star in this part of the book. Wowie zowie. Let's read it. Look, Zip Squirrel, I made a table of condiments. No, I think it's a table of contents. So, there's a big story on page 1, a corny story and a joke, a for real story, another corny story, a squirrel story, and a tail end. We're just going to read, let's just read the big story. How big is the big story? This looks like it's too big a book to read the whole thing. How big is the big story? Well, we'll try the big story. Okay. Here are some acorns that have different emotions, like happy and excited and confused and frustrated and mad and funny. They're emote acorns, and they will pop out at different times in the story. Well, the big story, big story looks too big. How long does this big story go on? No, there's not enough words. Okay, I want to sleep under the stars. Hey, Zoom, did you say you want to sleep under the stars? Yes, said Squirrel. I like stars. I love the peace and quiet. I have never slept under the stars before. It's my dream. Squirrel friends, yes, yes, yes. What's up, what's up, what's up? You go. Zoom Squirrel wants to sleep under the stars for the first time. We must help him. Cool. When I try something new, I like to be encouraged. Encouraged? What does that mean? It means being told you can do it by a friend. Being encouraged gives me courage. That's what we're waiting for, squirrels. Let's encourage, said Zoom Squirrel. Go, Zoomy, go. Go, Zoomy, go. You can do it. You can do it. Sleep, 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 sleep. It's kind of hard to sleep when people are, and squirrels are yelling, sleep, sleep. Yeah, he looks like, that's weird. Please stop. Oh, what's wrong? Well, we want to encourage you. I do not want to be encouraged. I want peace and quiet. Oh, peace and quiet. Got it, got it, got it, got it. We'll be team peace. We'll be team quiet. Look at their zipping around. Sort of like wondering what the heck they're doing. Peace, 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 peace. So they got their peace sign. Quiet, 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 quiet. They have a big Q on their sign. Peace, peace, peace. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Peace, peace, peace. Quiet, quiet, quiet. I don't think this is very peaceful and quiet for him. He doesn't look very happy. Squirrel friends, I know you're trying to help me sleep under the stars. But it's not working. Well, how do you know? Because I'm awake and the stars are gone. It's too late for the squirrel. Wait, 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 wait. This is a squirrel problem. We will find a squirrel solution. Squirrel away. And so they ran off to find an answer. Well, I learned something tonight. Squirrels do not know much about sleeping. About sleeping under the... Look at that, he fell asleep. Still no stars up, though. There is something else that squirrels do not know much about. What could that be? Giving up on a friend. So look at, they made stars and they're holding them over their sleeping friend so he can be sleeping under the stars. Is that cool? All right, let's do the jokes. I give that story 6 stars. Okay, here's a corny joke. Hey, Corn, how much is the word asleep like the alphabet? Hi, Corn, I'm stumped. How is the word asleep like an alphabet? They both start with an A and end with a Z. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Well, the alphabet ends with the letter Z. And asleep, what do we put up when we're sleeping? We put up those Z's. Like when we shove the squirrel sleeping back here. Yeah, that's a very corny joke. Tired joke, they say. It's a for real quiz. I'm keeping it real and furry. Today's quiz is, who sleeps more? A squirrel, an armadillo, or a houseplant? Who do you think sleeps more hours in a day? Do you know the answer? Say it out loud. Turn the page. Let's turn the page and find the answer. Who sleeps more? The armadillo. Well, I didn't know that. Okay, snooze news. Tree squirrels, that's a picture of them. Tree squirrels sleep in leafy nests in the treetop. Ground squirrels, on the other hand, snuggle down underground, and the Arctic ground squirrels sleep 16 hours a day. The giant armadillo digs a deep hole, and it sleeps 18 hours a day. So 18 is more than 16. And how about a plant? A house plant cannot yawn or snore, but plants can behave differently during the night and day. I did not know that. That is very interesting. I'll have to watch my plants a little more at night. Well, thank you, Armadillo. It's been a dream having you in our quiz. There's always more to learn. Oh, here's another joke. Hey, Corn, why do you bring those tools to your room? Hi, Corn, I'll tell you. I have to make my bed. Oh, I saw that coming. You know, when we fix all the sheets and the pillows and everything, we say we're making our bed. Well, he's building his bed. That was a fun story. And I love the night stars, say the squirrels. So, where do the stars go during the day? We do not know. Look, it's a nutshell. Squirrels to the stars. That's a nutshell. Where do the stars go during the day? Where do the stars go during the day? The beach? No. Fancy restaurant? No. Exclusive playground? No. Where do they go? Nowhere, Flappy Squirrel. It's not a squirrel, guys. Well, what? Stars do not move around much. We move. Stars are hot. I got the scoop. So, stars stay where they are, and we on Earth move around and we rotate. That's why stars are movers and stars are not moving. They don't go away. Hey, if the stars are always there, why can't we see them during the day? Well, because of the light from my favorite star. Who's his favorite star? We all know this one. No, it's the sun. The sun is so bright, we can't see the stars during the day. All right, here's our last corny joke. Why was the sun invited to play ball? I don't know. Why was the sun invited to play ball? It was an all-star game. Oh. Okay, that's enough of these corny jokes. Well, you have 2 books today, and I hope you enjoyed them, and I will see you soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.